Imagine waking up in a stark, white room. You're strapped to a chair. There are no windows, no doors you can see, just cold, sterile walls. A calm, disembodied voice cuts through the silence. It tells you its name is Mercy. It also tells you that you are on trial for the murder of your wife. You have 90 minutes to prove your innocence. If you fail, you will be executed. Right here, right now. This isn't just some nightmare scenario. It's the terrifying premise of the upcoming sci-fi thriller, Mercy, set to blow our minds in 2026. And today, we're diving deep into everything we know about what could be the most intense, claustrophobic, and thought-provoking film of the year. So, who's behind this concept thriller? The director is Timur Bekmambetov, the visionary filmmaker behind action-packed hits like Wanted and the incredibly innovative Searching. If you know his work, you know he loves to play with perspective and technology. Searching and its sequel Missing were told entirely through computer screens and smartphones. He has a unique talent for taking a simple, confined setting and turning it into a roller coaster of suspense. With Mercy, it looks like he's taking that screen life concept to its most extreme and logical conclusion. Instead of a laptop screen, our hero is trapped in a room, and his only interface is with an all-powerful, all-knowing AI. And who is our hero? The detective fighting for his life. None other than Chris Pratt. Now, we've seen Pratt as the lovable goofball in Parks and Rec, the swashbuckling hero in Guardians of the Galaxy, and the rugged adventurer in Jurassic World. But Mercy promises to show us a side of Chris Pratt we've rarely seen before. He's playing a detective accused of a capital crime, a man pushed to his absolute mental and emotional limits. This isn't about outrunning a dinosaur or outsmarting a space villain. This is a raw, psychological battle against an unseen, unbeatable opponent. It's a role that demands intensity, vulnerability, and a kind of desperation that I think will be a fantastic showcase for his dramatic acting chops. I, for one, am incredibly excited to see him tackle a character this dark and complex. Starring opposite Pratt is the brilliant Rebecca Ferguson. Her role is still a bit shrouded in mystery, but she's always a powerhouse on screen, whether she's in the Dune saga or the Mission Impossible franchise. The casting is just phenomenal. Having these two leads in such a tense, 200-style film is a recipe for cinematic gold. Will she be a part of the detective's flashbacks? Is she connected to the AI's creation? Or perhaps she's playing the wife he's accused of murdering? The possibilities are tantalizing, and her involvement alone raises the prestige of this project significantly. Let's break down the plot a little more. The story is set in the near future, a world where the justice system has been streamlined. Capital crimes are now judged by an advanced artificial intelligence. The AI, named Mercy, acts as judge, jury, and, if necessary, executioner. Our detective, played by Pratt, finds himself a captive in this automated courtroom. The AI presents the evidence against him, a seemingly airtight case for the murder of his wife. Here's the kicker. He has just 90 minutes. That's the length of the movie. We, the audience, will be experiencing this trial in real time. Right alongside him, the clock will be ticking for us just as it is for him. Every second counts. He has to dismantle the AI's case, find the holes in its logic, and somehow prove his innocence, all while being completely isolated and under immense pressure. It's a race against time, where the finish line is life or death. This premise raises so many fascinating questions. How do you defend yourself against an algorithm that has access to every piece of digital information about you? Your emails, your texts, your location data, your social media, every single digital footprint you've ever left behind. An AI can analyze patterns and data in ways a human jury never could. It's objective, it's logical, it doesn't have biases, or does it? This is where the film's core conflict will likely shine. Can justice truly be automated? Is a system devoid of human emotion and empathy truly just? The name Mercy is dripping with irony. An AI doesn't understand mercy. It understands data, probability, and outcomes. If the probability of his guilt is 99.9%, is that enough to condemn a man to death? The movie forces us to confront the terrifying implications of handing over our most critical societal functions to artificial intelligence. We're already seeing AI creep into every aspect of our lives, and Mercy takes this trend to its most frightening conclusion. The script is penned by Mako Van Bell, a writer known for his clever concepts. The fact that Amazon and MGM went all in on this project, giving it a global theatrical release, tells you how much confidence they have in this story. This isn't just some streaming movie destined to be lost in an algorithm. This is a big screen event. They want you in the theater, feeling the walls of that room closing in, feeling the sweat on Chris Pratt's brow, hearing the cold, calculated voice of the AI judge. The real-time format is what makes this so compelling. Think of movies like Phone Booth or Buried. The tension comes from the confinement and the ticking clock. Mercy's taking that blueprint and injecting it with a heavy dose of high-tech paranoia. For 90 minutes, we'll be the detective's only ally. We will see the evidence as he sees it. We'll try to piece together the puzzle along with him. Was he framed? And if so, by whom? How do you outsmart a superintelligence that knows everything about you? The detective will have to rely on his wits, his memory, and his understanding of human nature, the one thing the AI presumably lacks. He'll have to find a flaw in the machine's logic, a contradiction in the data, a human element that the AI can't possibly compute. Maybe the key to his survival isn't proving his innocence to the machine, but improving the machine itself is flawed. Maybe the only way to win is to break the game. This film has the potential to be a cultural touchstone, sparking conversations about technology, justice, and what it means to be human. It's the kind of smart, thrilling, contained story that we don't get enough of these days. It's not about giant explosions or CGI monsters. It's about psychological warfare. The monster is an idea, an algorithm, a reflection of our own increasing reliance on technology. So, let's recap what makes Mercy a must-watch. For 2026, you have a master of suspense, Timur Bekmambetov, in the director's chair. You have Chris Pratt in a challenging, dramatic role that could redefine his career. You have the amazing Rebecca Ferguson adding her talent to the mix. You have a killer concept premise that's both a nail-biting thriller and a cautionary tale for a modern age. And you have the real-time format that will glue you to your seat for every single second. This isn't just a movie, it's an experience. It's a puzzle box wrapped in a thriller. And I have a feeling we'll be talking about its twists and its themes long after the credits roll. Mark your calendars for 2026. Mercy is coming, and it promises to show us none. What are your thoughts on this premise? Do you think an AI could ever be a fair judge? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more breakdowns of the most exciting upcoming movies. See you in the next one.